I just had the worst day of my motherfucking life. I'm trying to act like nothing wrong, but I can't do nothing right. So I'm about to break down, about to lose my fucking mind. If I can make it through the day, they said tomorrow I'll be fine. Yeah, why can't I get out of my bed? Thoughts I can't get out of my head. Got blacked out, maxed out my credit card. Why can't I get out of my debt? Chasing and feel good, feel real good, but then I feel worse, feel better off dead. Red pill, blue pill, one pill, two pill, oh, I just ran out of my meds. My whole life is a mess that I can't clean up, a bully that I can't beat up. Can't slow down, no, I gotta speed up. Got a lot of upkeep that I can't keep up. One step forward, two step backward. Every day's a new disaster. Wonder if I turn the page, will I get through this chapter? I just had the worst day of my motherfucking life. I'm trying to act like nothing wrong, but I can't do nothing right. So I'm about to break down, about to lose my fucking mind. If I can make it through the day, they said tomorrow I'll be fine. I've been down this road before, but I don't think I ever been down this slow. I've been sad, but I don't know why. I think I lost my mind, but I found it though. I just want someone to text me back, except when the bank say balance low. I just want someone to let me vent and not judge a motherfucker like a talent show. Maybe I'm over dramatic and all my emotion erratic. I'm probably just overreacting, but maybe I'm not. Maybe the story I tell is supposed to be tragic. If I try to bottle my thoughts, I end up busting the glass or popping a hole in the plastic. I wear my heart on my sleeve like I got it sewn in the fabric. I got some bad vibrations. I'm trying to stay clean on the low, I know that's high maintenance. I got a lot of reason to go and I might not make it. I got a lot of days like these and they test my patience. And I can't take it, I can't take it. I just had the worst day of my motherfucking life. Trying to act like nothing wrong, but I can't do nothing right. So I'm about to break down, about to lose my fucking mind. If I can make it through the day, they said tomorrow I'll be fine, yeah. This shit gonna be okay. This shit gonna be okay. This shit gonna be alright. This shit gonna be alright. This shit gonna be okay. This shit gonna be okay. This shit gonna be alright. This shit gonna be alright. Dag nabbit, I'm stuck like I'm on a one-on-one in bad traffic. Feel like I'm only good at rapping about my bad habits. I took 5 days off and got back at it. Yeah, I'm back at it. Look, mama, I'm doing it. Trying to swallow my pride without chewing it. And that's a bad idea. Don't do it, that's a bad idea. It's like going swimming with some bad diarrhea. Bitch, I ain't tryna build, no, this not IKEA. This one night, then you fly Frontier, and you might get a middle seat. She don't need room, she got little feet. In the sheets, she a hot girl, she a big ol' freak. If you got a problem, I promise you it'll be way bigger than some Twitter beef. Don't run into me. See, I've been on that Hennessy and lemonade. Lower my milligrams to 10 a day, that's why I've been away. I get too high, too paranoid. Sometimes thoughts in my mind run lines like suicide drills. I ain't scared to die no more, I don't smile no more. What the fuck am I gonna do with my grills? Damn, I got too high, I got way too high, I'm way too high. Damn, I got too. Double the cup, I'm pouring that shit. I'm fucking it up, it's pouring. If she wonder about my past,
I did not mean to press that button.
big network, but it's not Google. Got a small net worth, watch it quadruple. My father taught me a lot, that's how I got food. Spend $1 and you get food on ramen noodles. It's loophole.
Okay, so, anyway. So now that I've thrown myself completely off track at the very start of my stream, this is the developers update. This is, I guess, episode 1. We did 0 first, but yeah, so anyways, since it's the first one, I figured a good place to start would be to actually take a look at what this game looks like in Steam right now. And it's a mess. The last update we pushed broke the shit out of the game, 100%. You'll see the waterfall shader in the background already glitched out. There was a lot wrong with this version. This was about a year back, and this was the last stable release of the game, and I throw air quotes around that because it wasn't a stable release. But so here's our game. Not too bad looking. I mean, the map itself wasn't horrible. But you'll see my particle effect here just breaking down completely at a distance. And when we get closer up, I don't even remember if it gets all that much better than this. It just starts flickering. Let me see if we go in the building and up the stairs. This was all made with a procedural generator that took quite a decent chunk of time, actually, but quick iterations at this point, so it shouldn't be too bad to reconstruct some of this. Here we go. I don't think we're gonna port this map into the new version. There's just too much wrong with it, and it was too early on. We didn't know enough about what we were doing. The optimizations made in this map were very, very bad. But this waterfall itself was really what broke it for us. Like, this is why we kind of lost so much steam. I spent probably a good 2 months just working on I don't know, different liquid simulation tutorials and the different ways that people have done water in games, and I've learned a lot since here. Like, this is really rough. Oh my god, this kind of hurts to look around. Let's go ahead and leave the game. And we'll make a new one. You know, single player, conquest. And we'll throw some bots. Yeah, this was the firing mechanism everyone was complaining about. It's just slightly off with every single gun. Kind of rough. A lot of my shaders really broke down with the low optimization. So, like, the characters themselves kind of look janky. Oops, over there. I think the biggest problem we ran into, though, was I broke... Nope, okay, they are still working in the live. The latest iteration, the countdowns actually are the biggest problem. I think the only reason they're working so well right now is because we're technically host. But, when you're not, these countdowns are all sorts of askew. There's some huge desync issues with those countdowns, and I'm not sure what I did wrong, but the new plan is to not use them at all anyways, so I guess it doesn't quite matter for now. I would like to know what I did wrong with them at some point, though. Trying to think what else here. Honestly, otherwise, it wasn't in too bad of a state. Some of our character shaders are a little awkward. Obviously, our running animation needs some work. Our abilities, see, like that flashbang, kind of rough. And if you look at it again, it's a pulsing thing. It was supposed to have a different mesh eventually, but we haven't quite gotten that far, even in dealing with abilities and whatnot. It was just a stand-in real quick. This is what it does, and this is the effect on the player, so that we can test the mechanics and try to work out, well, the numerous bugs that we ran into, which kind of showed us very, very quickly that well, we made a lot of mistakes. Which is how we ended up at where we're at now. We're just full rebooted with a new engine, and we're still going to use these models, but even a new game mode premise for a lot of this. So it's changed a lot about how we're doing things.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey! Speaking of, we've got Cole here. He's working on the new maps for the new game modes. I am live on Twitch, by the way.
Oh, I was about to say, like, who are you talking to, buddy? It's just me.
Here, let me send you the collab cam beats. We're gonna flip to a be right back here while we pick Cole up in the stream. Turn the audio back on and transition. Cool. There we go. Okay. So basically I was just kind of going over the state of what was on Steam.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, no worries.
I only say that because I'm gonna mute you before I lose my sanity.
Yeah, mute the
Well,
stream.
actually, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which one. Can I mute you on Streamlabs?
Oh, yeah, yep.
I don't know. I mean, you come through better on Discord. That's just a fact. But I don't know how to mute you on.
Just mute the tab.
Streamlabs. I just tab you through Streamlabs. That's fine.
Okay.
Just muted you on Discord.
Do you still have the game on Steam?
Yeah.
You want to just like hop in and fuck around while we talk? I know you said you're working, but I don't know what you're doing.
I have bit off a lot for work. My boss is out. His wife's having a baby, and the lead designer is also out. And then apparently, even though I'm only a month in at the new job, that leaves me. So I'm just trying to clean up some stuff and get stuff ready
I gotcha.
because I made some commitments that I'm trying to stick to. But so I won't be in the game. That was the moral of that
No,
story.
no, I get you, 100%. Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. it's great. I don't see the problem here.
So basically what I was saying then was the timers had some desync issues on the weapon drops, which was fine now because we're not going to use them. It doesn't matter. I was also explaining that we're switching to a different game mode style for the most part, so it won't matter at all. And we're not going to try to save them.
One thing I can try and do though, I'm gonna open up SolidWorks and then open up Unreal Engine as well when that opens.
Nice.
And I can at least show you how I resolve the issue.
Oh, yeah. That'd be sweet.
Okay, see if I can find a fucking license. Disconnect to license server, reconnect. Please use this license. Thank you. Now I can actually do things. Gotta love it. License issues, bro. Every step of the way. Okay. Load that up. Minimize. Open up Unreal.
Sage fans.
So I'm the only guy in this company that has done a layout in the US besides one guy. So I'm the guy.
You're the guy. You're him.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be him?
I mean, I was already in. That's not the problem. Being in is not the problem.
No, being him.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't feel great sometimes.
Oh, apparently, I really messed up these colliders. Now I can grab the flag. There's like a box for every pickup. That's what I did. Yeah, they're locked in place. I can't kick them. Neat. Alright, well at least I know what I did. Not that it quite matters. The AI also don't know how to get around the problem, which is really funny.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I could show off the crazy ults we threw in here. Oh, not this game. Some of those were interesting choices. I was definitely drinking a lot of Red Bull that week. Yeah, we can do goodies first. So here's her ult, very Raze-esque.
Well, I can't see your screen. Should I be looking at it?
Oh, do you want me to
I mean, I'm just
spin
curious.
the Discord?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. I think that would be smart.
I got you. One sec. Share screen. There we go.
Yeah. Look at it. Okay.
Oh, I hit his feet for 80. Dang.
Okay, I got the map open too, so everything's open.
Oh, nice.
Right now.
Okay, we'll switch to that next then after I run down all these abilities. Zoom in. Nope, the bots are still quicker than me.
Unsurprising.
Yeah, right.
They're bots, right?
Hmm. And they have better guns. And Sova ult, but it just stays. It's fine, we wanted to switch characters anyways.
Quit lying to yourself, you suck.
There
we go.
So this thing heals you, and also like increases your ammo or something? I can't remember.
Really, I think that's like the most frustrating part of the whole shit. It's like when other people try to tell you what to make. You know? Like I remember I would turn in records, they'd be like, which one's the radio single? Which one's the club banger? I'm like, I
There we
didn't
go.
know those. So no matter what you do, like, there's
Okay, this was the guy that had the wall.
So instead, like, I'm just gonna make what I want to make.
So, boop, and then got a bit of a movement buff, and then we can wall the map. More like Astra though, you can walk through this one. You can't shoot through it. Oh. So this guy is complicated. You gotta kill somebody to get their ability, and if you don't, then he doesn't have an ulti, so I'm not even gonna grab him right now, because none of the bots have an ulti to grab. So, I can't really show that, but this one's like Viper with an explosive, I guess. If I can get over to the bots. Don't kill me. Ulti. So we got this smoke screen. Yeah, okay, they're there. I hit him for 63 with the smoke. I think that's all of them though. So, we can go ahead and quit the game. But this is where it was at. Kinda janky, but it's here, it's on Steam. You can request access. I might start letting people in again. Might be updating it soon. Who knows? But we are going to switch over to Cole's stream now and show off what that map change looks like.
Yeah, good luck on that one, right? Tell me how to screen. Take a look at Steam Labs window, entire screen. We'll just do this. Is fine.
Oh, you can just throw it up on Discord.
Oh, I just share it to Streamlabs, right?
I don't know
This
how
is just
to
some standard BS here.
I don't know
gotta figure out how
to
to do this again.
add that. I didn't know you could share your screen through Streamlabs.
I mean, this says share screen at the bottom, at least from me. So.
Yeah, but I don't know how to actually put that up.
It's already done. I'm doing it right now.
Right, but I don't know how to put that on the stream.
It's... Do you see it?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm streaming it right now, so I'm assuming it's live.
Streaming to what though?
Streamlabs.
Right, but what is actually picking that source up?
Streamlabs.
I don't have you on my Streamlabs screen. Just cancel the Streamlabs stream and throw it up in Discord, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Entire screen, screen 1, share. Like, it's here, I promise.
I don't have it.
That's weird. Whatever, I'll just share it in Discord. maybe that's why it didn't work for you as well. But, okay, so I forget how to change the view here, but I think what I did is I just hid the entire landscape like that, and then oh no, I needed to change it to this one. I forget how we did this.
In your maps folder there.
Well, right, and I believe it's this
The untitled one, I think. Yeah.
And I just load that level.
That is apparently not
What's
it.
this one?
It's that one.
Found it. I don't know why. Oh right, I had two of them.
Yeah,
so this
one
works,
without
the
a
other one,
glider and one
the other
with.
one doesn't. So this one I ended up fixing. It was just some setting in the
mesh itself.
in the thing
So the
itself.
static mesh there, up.
Hold on.
Up,
No,
right there.
this
Static
isn't
mesh.
it.
Static
this
mesh.
wasn't it.
Hit the folder with the eyeglass.
Well, I mean, when I opened this up in
Yeah, hit the folder with the eyeglass next to static mesh. That thing is what you're looking for, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I did this originally, it pops it up here, and this kind of worked. So I did block all and then use complex collision as simple, and then this setting fixes everything.
So that setting uses the base geometry as a collider.
As a simple collider, yeah.
Neat. Okay, good to know.
So I literally just imported it and then block all and changed the setting, and then I didn't need to mess with anything. And you actually check the collision mesh here. What is it? Show.
Yep. No, the other thing, lit.
Oh, was it? It was one of these. Yeah, there we go. Player collision, and so it actually
Nice.
shows the player collision.
That's
in the right
exactly
spot.
what we were looking for.
So it works. It's not an issue anymore, and like I can run it. I mean, this is just one floor, so it's not perfect, but you know I can go through. All the collisions are like kind of perfect, so no issues. I mean, of course, it makes
Nice.
my PC, you know, get mighty warm because it's not exactly a simple object.
Is it ray tracing right now? You're kind of getting some reflections off that.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, bud. I got a 3070 Ti.
Okay. I don't have
but
ray
like-
tracing enabled in the project right now, so I wasn't
doesn't
sure
really
if I
matter.
should or not. I gotta
But,
write
I
some
mean,
extra shaders if we
There's
do, but
some texture mapping issues in some of the corners.
oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
a little
but
bit of
that
UV
can,
unwrapping.
that can be fixed. I'm assuming post import. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much spot on. I mean, you could take this and then do whatever you want to it, but it does work. You know, I don't like fall off anything, so it seems fine. This was just the test. Single floor. I mean, the middle area seems to be roughly the size I was expecting. I mean, if anything, I think it should potentially be slightly larger, but
No, I agree.
that's something that could be done with scaling. I mean, this is about fine. It just depends on the distances you want to go, right? So if you want to do
Honestly,
something.
I think for those corners, because the rest of this texture looks
Anything?
fine. It's just those seams.
Well,
I
yeah.
think if we just throw some pillars or some decoration on those corners, it should be okay. Because it's not
Probably.
going to cause any sort of like frame rate drop from having that there. It's
And
just
then I'm
got
thinking-
texture looking funky.
I'm thinking spiral staircase here.
Okay.
In the sides on each side, so that you can quickly swap between floors and the main floor for, you know, I don't know how much you've divulged about the entirety.
Nothing.
But then,
Nothing at all so
Okay.
far.
well, then I'm not going to go too deep into the master plan, but we'll see, because that's still loosely flexible at the moment. But yeah, I mean, the thought is to have a spiral staircase. You can go between floors. There's going to be 3 floors, so like 3 different kind of quote-unquote lane style thing. Then kind of go from there. But importing this from SolidWorks is actually surprisingly easy. I mean, I guess you get the plugin for this, and you're good to go. So
Nice.
I mean, anything that needs to be changed can just be pulled up in SolidWorks. This is the map. You know, you can just look at it however you want.
Can
mean,
you
I just had
separate
to-
those sections? Is that a thing you can do?
I mean, I can do whatever the hell I want.
Easily,
But
I mean.
this is all linked and parameterized, so like anything wants to be changed, it doesn't lose its properties, and I can just mess with stuff.
Nice. It's all basically
it's-
procedural.
Yeah, and then it's mirrored, so anything that I change here is always the same on the other side.
Perfect. Yeah, that's sweet, dude. Well done.
Yeah. I mean, I need to obviously add some other floors to it and come up with the full model, but this is at least one floor.
I don't think we
might
need to
actually-
alter the floors too heavily, at least for the initial prototype.
Well, I'm gonna need to have it's gonna kind of resemble the map that I did before. So.
Right. So it's got
So
a
there are
couple
some
bits still to
changes.
go, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
No, not at all. I mean, this is just the middle floor. So the other ones will look a little bit different access points, like before. So the other access
Rotate it
points
a
are
little
kind of
bit.
like here and here for one floor, and then here and here for another floor.
Makes sense.
And then so you'll go like this way to go down, for instance, and then enter in on this side, and then on the opposite side it'll be kind of rotational symmetry, so down to the
Okay, so
here
you'll be
and
coming
up to
from
here.
theoretically spawn into mid, whether you're going up, down, or staying in your lane.
Yeah.
Neat.
I mean, and then you can still take the staircases, is the thought, for like gank access and other stuff like that. I mean, I do think that any sort of ganks should be a little bit more of a warning, right? Like there's a reason why jungles are a thing, right? You have to traverse a distance.
Yeah.
But if I can just quickly change floors, like that puts a lot of hesitancy towards the laners, and it makes the jungle in this role super good.
Well, again, I'm not sure that we're gonna have a jungle or not, or if we're just gonna run laners that roam a lot.
I mean, I guess it could be a 3v3 or something like that, right? But-
3v3, 4v4, somewhere in that realm.
well, if it's a 4v4, then you have a jungler, right? Or a support or something, right?
Well, the
But
support would be
we don't-
fine.
We don't determine that,
Yeah,
the
you're right.
players do.
You're right.
So,
We can't even worry about that.
but if that's the case, then like you have a roaming support, which is basically a jungler, right? So,
Realistically, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I just exported this as a step, imported it in here, and it seems to work just fine.
Hell yeah. This is gonna be sweet. I'm stoked.
No issues that I can see. I mean, and then so like to fix this one if I wanted to. I mean, this one might actually work now because I actually changed the object itself, and it's just a duplicate.
Oh yeah, maybe test it?
So like it probably works. I don't.
I mean, it
really
is a
think it should test it.
generator object, so I'm not sure it will.
I don't honestly. It's not worth the time because
Fair.
this one works,
Yeah,
and we
and
know
we
that
know
the
for
process
sure.
works, and this isn't. This was just a test, just to see if it works. So if it works, it works, and we can import, and we're golden. So I'm not actually worried
sure.
about anything else.
No, 100% you're right on that.
I mean, if this was the master project with everything in it, then yeah, I'd be more concerned. But it's not.
I mean, at that point, we just delete it.
Exactly. I mean, I just don't really care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get it,
okay, here we go,
100%.
delete, done. Okay.
Well, you gotta get the parent objects on that. The map part 1, map part 2.
Sure.
Map part 1.
It's already too much effort. I don't really care.
Just get it out of the map, bro.
I mean,
I don't want to have to import your plugin when you export that object.
You don't need to.
I will if you export that object and that is still in the scene.
You won't need to. I send you the step model. You import the step model directly.
I don't need the plugin to import the step model?
Yeah, but this plugin you can get yourself. You're not taking this whole
right.
file.
What I'm saying is if you delete that map part, you can just send me this U object, and I can import that. You don't have to
I
send me
think
the
it would
step
be better
files.
for you to just import the map as is.
Then I have
and
the
do it that way.
libraries in the project, and that's extra space in the files.
But it won't be after compilation. He doesn't care. So it's not like you're gonna make the actual
Unreal
game
Engine
bigger.
still compiles with extra files per plugin.
But you need that file anyway. I don't understand your argument.
I'll just make a second project, it's fine.
I thought, okay, I was operating under the assumption that you already had Game Engine and other stuff. And
I do.
Everything together.
I do.
So then,
I don't want to add additional dependencies to that project.
There's no dependencies.
There will be if I add an additional plugin. That's what I'm saying.
Once you import it using a UE tool, you add this in as an object like you would a ball, a cube, a triangle. Whatever.
Right, if I have the plugin. However, if you have the plugin, you export this from that project, and I import this from that project, my project does not need to have that plugin. Therefore, it does not have that dependency. That's what I'm saying. I can just import the U object, but if I make a second project and just import your step files anyways, using this same plugin, I can then export this U object myself and import it into my second project. It's fine. It doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, I don't see the benefits to that. That just sounds like exporting with 3 times more effort.
Just
like,
trying to
you
keep
may as well just
the
import it
namespace
directly.
clean at this point. Because we fucked up so hard last time.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, which is entirely possible. I'm not familiar with UE, but like the way I see it, when you compile the game files, it's gonna take that object either way. The game's not gonna get bigger because of it. It's not gonna do anything necessarily
The
to slow it down.
plugin is my concern. For
Yeah.
code's
Like
sake,
opening the game files and making modifications will be slightly larger because you have to have this plugin. But like, it's just an importer. It'll only run when you import stuff.
So, like, I'm not even using my CC3 plugin in the final project. I'm using a second project to import my character models and then exporting them into this once they're rigged and animated.
I mean, maybe that'll save you compile time. Maybe. Is that your benefit?
Compile time, file read write, project size and final, shader
Project size and final should
conflict.
be the same, realistically.
It changes. It changes significantly. I don't know why, but it does. That's part of how I cut down so much space in the first place. The game went from being like 70 gigs to being like 6 on Steam. It was a drastic change, getting rid of all of the plugins and then minimizing what was actually being cooked for the project was a huge change.
I'm curious as to why. Like, once you import the object,
I don't know.
like, realistically, I can just delete the base object.
I spent
You know what I mean?
hours scouring docs on what it was that was causing the problem, and that's the only thing I came down to, but nothing ever told me why. I have no idea. But that is something that I'm trying to keep clean. I have 0 plugins enabled except for the Steam libraries currently in the project.
Oh.
If I have to set up another one to make the damn thing run, fine, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, I guess I can understand your point. I just, like, oh, hold on, because, like, essentially, you would have to import this shell.
Yes,
right?
That's it.
Anyway, like you're importing that anyway.
Yes.
Right. So, if I were to take this and delete everything else that's in here, hypothetically, just leave the shell. That's the same size as doing this, and then just deleting. Like, I could literally take everything else in this, or the base file that was used to import it. Once I put it in here, and delete it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to.
Yeah, you can.
So you'd think that you'd have the same file size. But if that's not how it works, I don't know what the hell is going on.
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea why.
That makes no sense.
I agree with you. Everything you just said is true.
Alright. Well, great.
I didn't say it made sense. I just said how it was.
But yeah, so that's what we got. I mean, I can make any adjustments in SolidWorks here. Anything that wise, like, I mean, for base walls and stuff like this, I think this is kind of like the way to go, because then it's just one import and you're done. And rapid changes are just super easy and precise.
True.
I don't know how it is in
texturing is where we
changes.
run into issues. If this isn't correctly UV unwrapped, we're not going to be able to properly texture it.
Well, then maybe you do need to import it into Blender anyway.
We might need to, but manually unwrapping it at that point is going to be a pain in the ass, versus if we have the walls individually, unwrapping them in UE isn't difficult. There's automated tools for simple geometry.
Well,
this,
so what you're
as it
saying
is complex geometry, but if we break it down into segments, it would be simple.
I mean, each one of these segments are kind of like their own, like you can see me click on each one.
Yeah,
individually.
that's what I was asking about earlier. Since you can section
they
it,
should be their own thing.
We should just be able to
step
import
model, it's different. It's different as a step.
I see. Can we export a step model of the bottom wall? Yep, the bottom and then the wall at the tip.
You mean like this?
Yep, and then the one to the left, and then the one to the left, and then the one to the left, all the way up until you hit the mid, because this is mirrored vertically and horizontally.
I mean, what I could also do, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, you just need these walls on the side up to the middle, and then everything else is flipping and flipping.
Yep.
But realistically, we may not even need that.
How so?
I'm trying to think, because if UE can import just a SolidWorks part, I'm curious how it does that. Because if it can do that, and it imports these like clickable objects, like I could select this face or these, like maybe it just works. You know what I mean? I mean, there's probably still going to be some issues in like joint sections, like this to this one, and then to this one to this one, right?
Yeah.
But like most of the brunt faces are like this one should just be fine. Same with this one, right? Just because they meet in predictable ways. I don't know. I'm not sure how the UV unwrapping shit works, so.
That's a good point. It's possible. We'll have to take a look at it. Like, probably this week.
I don't know. It works, so.
For sure. Do we have anything else we needed to talk about this week?
No idea, buddy.
I think that's about it then. Okay, well, I guess that's all for this week, and don't forget to check in next week. We'll be playing Magic Tuesday, Rocket Thursday, and back at this on Sunday, I guess, and I'll see how much we can get done in the meantime. But catch you guys later.